Hey, what's good YouTube? You're back gaming with Cam, and welcome to my Call of Duty World War II free-for-all noob series. This is a series where I'll provide map walkthroughs for each free-for-all map, highlight hotspots, and provide helpful tips to players new to the game to hopefully help them improve their gameplay in free-for-all, help them get in the winner's circle more, and have a bit more fun with the game in general. Before we get started, I'm going to take a quick second here to provide a huge disclaimer. If you're an MLG Pro, no scopes, God mode, quad feed, quick scopes, man beast at this game, then sorry to have to say this video is definitely not for you. Quite frankly, this will bore you to tears. You can now thank me for saving you some time to move on to some other dank kill feed montages. If, however, you decide to comment that the video bored you or didn't help because you're so ridiculously awesome, then not only are you an MLG Pro, no scopes, God mode, quad feed, quick scopes, man beast, you're also an idiot. XD. With that being said, if you felt the video did help you in some way, please feel free to drop a like. And if I missed something, then please comment so that others can actually benefit from your wisdom and we can all laugh at my newishness and have a great day. With that being said, we're moving on to Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, or as they say in Saskatchewan, Sainte-Marie-du-Mont. I really want Saskatchewan up in Canada just because it's fun. If you're from Saskatchewan, then it's all good. Just bugging you guys. A buddy of mine is from Saskatchewan. Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, I believe, is one of the first towns that was captured after the invasion of Normandy by the Allies. And this map in free-for-all is not the best fit. I constantly say that if free-for-all had 10-man, then it might be a bit more feasible. But what you'll find, and what I've found with my experience so far, is in free-for-all, this is a great team deathmatch and objective map, I'm sure. But for free-for-all, a lot of times you're going to find that people are winning by time expiring. They'll be up and the time runs out. I think there's only been a handful of times I've played this map where people have won outright, myself included. A bunch of my wins have come from the time running out. So I'm just going to overlay an overall view of the map so you can have a look at that, and then you'll be able to see it in the mini map as we walk around. So with that being done, let's go
free for all.
With that being said, so there's a lot of different options no matter which way you play. There's going to be a lot of opportunity for close range shotties. So if you love the shotty, this is a map for you. If you're a sniper and a camper, this map is definitely for you. In fact, you could be a shoddy camper in this map, big time. So all together, there's a lot of houses, a lot of ins and outs. And so this is kind of one end of the map. This map is pretty big, so I'm going to start with just what I did on the USS Texas. We're going to do a circuit around the outside, and then kind of go through the middle of each house. So in the back here, there is some barns. You're going to see a lot of ins and outs with houses. The focus here is to just kind of get used to how to get from one place to another in this map. When you look at your map and you see people shooting, the red dots, you can figure out how to get there. So as we're going down the right side from this angle, right off the bat you can kind of go back down to a road here. So this center road is where we started, right? And so when you come down that road, you can go right or left. So there's there's the outside, which is all along there. There's a right center road, and then there's kind of a back alley on that side. So we'll get to that. What you'll find for hotspots in this map, there's not too much stuff going on in the outside, which is unfortunate because I don't like going into the houses. You'll find a lot of people on houses. So this map is going to be a friend to you or a foe to you depending on your play style. Right, so this is another entrance into that side map. Also a quick entrance into this center house. This center house is a key focal point because there's multiple sniping areas and multiple entrances, and we'll get to that. But I find in free-for-all there's not much happening out in this area. You might catch one person, one or two people throughout the match, you know, kind of running around, and you can go through here. So this is the entrance to this road again. And that house back there, there's an open window. We'll go back to that. But you can come through to the barn through this side here as well, if you'd like. This is where you can start getting a little bit of a hotspot sometime. People will spawn in the barn a lot, and they can go either to that side of the house, because you can go in here, or this side, because this is an easy entrance to that house, that center one, long distance down there, or you can pop right out here and into this house through there. This will be a hotspot because you can pop right here and kind of sneak out and catch people sniping there. If you hear people walking around and clomping in the house, you can kind of pop out here, wait for them to pop out. So that's a little area that could help. Usually there is a spawn in here, so if you're in free fall, you can spawn in the barn. Not too many firefights go on in here because it's on the outside. However, it does heat up back here if this house, and this is the outside, if this house becomes a hot point, then you'll start seeing people kind of coming through the barn and coming around here because a lot of stuff's going down. And this is the very opposite end of where we started, way over there. Bye. That was a... wow. So at the opposite end, this is kind of like the main road. So I said hotspot. In this map, there's multiple places where a hotspot can generate. By default, that's the center house because there's a lot of entrances. We'll go there. But if people start, hanging out here, there's a lot of kills in the kill feed, or well, you'll see in the map, a lot of red dots. People will gravitate to that. And a lot of times in this house and the other houses, this is where a lot of the campers will come into play. You'll see a lot of landmines being left on the stairs. Landmines being left in houses, which, I mean, depending on your view on trip mines, it's effective in free-for-all because people are running around trying to get kills. But a lot of people you'll find are just stair camping. They're camping the hell out of these stairs. They'll be right here with shotguns just waiting for someone to pop in this area. So they'll do a circuit here, pop out, check, okay, can I snipe? Boom, headshot, boom, headshot. Oh, I hear someone coming. I better camp this out here. You are going to see that a lot in this map. And so you're either going to want to have trip mines to catch people. Sometimes I'll pop in here, and if someone's upstairs, I won't even chase them because they're waiting for me. I'll come in, pop a landmine down, and get out. That way I know he's trapped if he ever tries to come out, and I can move on. Or make sure you have some type of frag grenades, and you can throw them up into windows, throw them up stairways, and get out. Because a lot of people will just be down on their knee, just waiting, just like this, right? And so this is where a hotspot will come into play. If you can come in, get a kill, other people will start seeing that on the map, and then you can start waiting for them, right? And then that's how a hotspot will generate. More and more people start coming into this area because they want to get the kills. So that's if this place comes a hotspot, then you'll start seeing people kind of run around the corner here. They'll start coming through here or coming around that side. And then sometimes, if they're smart, they'll pop in through this side as well. And so that is the center road that we just saw. And it's a quick entry into the center house here. We'll do that one last. So coming from the opposite side, you can continue down the main road if you wish, or you can kind of pop around the back. Once again, the outskirts of this map doesn't really have too much action going on in free-for-all. It's usually on the houses or some of these side roads. And unlike the other side where the farm is, you will see a little bit more action coming down this way because there's an entrance into the center house up there. So that's a nice little way to get in the house. Is back here. So you'll see a little bit more action, not much. There's not too many firefights I find here. You'll catch someone running to get you in the back, but not too much. That brings us to another side road here. And then we're just a little house with no stairwell. And we're back to the very end where we started. So that is the circuit of our map. Now, we've already looked at the inside of the far house down there. So this street has a house that you can get into back here. There's two ways to enter. Right here, where you can see the other side of that center house. Everything kind of gravitates around that center house. So there's the other house we talked about, and there's a quick entrance there. And so this has two main entrances, and here is access to this house. There's no other way in, no other way out. Aside from those two entrances. And this is where you can snipe here, you can snipe there, and it gives you a little bit of a view down the center road. I do not find too many people going down the center road. I haven't seen too much of it. And it would be smart to do that because in this game it's so easy, even with a LMG or just a submachine gun, just to pick someone off with a few shots. So you want to stay in small areas where it's harder to get an angle. So it is possible, shoot from here, get 2 or 3 hit markers, and you could survive that. So that's where this area is. Once again, this can become a hotspot just like any other place, right? And right here, people can wait and just camp and wait for you. With a shotgun, boom, 1-shot kill. So you turn around, that's your face gone. Sorry. If they're using the incendiary, then your face is melted and gone at the same time. So this is the only way up the stairs, so you'll see mines here or people with shotties just hanging out. So those are the houses that you can actually go into. Let's look at our center map. So on this side, there is your doorway. That leads to our stairwell. And this other doorway leads to that other house. So you basically got house 1, house 2, house 3. Kind of all in a row there. This guy has multiple ways to get in. So that was the side. Or we can also go in the back door. I prefer going in the back door a lot just because it's just, if you try and rush that, there's too many people that are going to catch you. Especially on this side, I find. There's a lot more people on this side, for the most part, than there is on the other. But that could change. The dynamic of a match can change depending on where the hotspots go. And so you enter in, and we are in our side room right here. Nice shot to that sniper, sniper to sniper. And you have a chance to see the little entrance there. Alright. From there, there is our stairwell. It leads right here. People who are camping the stairwell are a lot more active because it's a lot more visible. As you turn this corner, it's not a closed stairwell. It's a lot easier, a lot more room to see. But they're also more active because they know there's multiple entryways here. So you'll have someone camp this, get a couple kills, pop out, look for other people coming. Alright, come back. Right, see who's coming. And so this is the last way you can enter the house, through here. I don't know, I don't think it's too dangerous because I don't see too many people there, but quite frankly I don't recommend it. And the reason why is, when you're coming through here, right off the bat, you're in plain sight of those guys there, and this jump up takes multiple steps. So you got 1 step, 2 step, and then you're in. That takes way too long when it only takes 1 or 2 shots to kill you, right? You can jump up here, but it takes a little bit longer, right? So ultimately, the hotspots will change in this map. It depends on which house is being camped the most, and the more heat that house generates, the more people are going to be running to it. With that said, you'll have some smart snipers who will kind of just hold back and try and get the best line of sight to pick people off. So there are some good snipers in free-for-all, even though I don't necessarily agree with snipers being free-for-all, but they're good at it, especially if they're 1-shot kills. So that is Sainte-Marie-du-Mont, and it is a larger map because there's so many ins and outs, but if you can get the flow of the map down and control the hotspots, you're going to do pretty good. Thanks again for watching. If you enjoyed any of the commentary, you felt this helped you at all, please feel free to drop a like. If there's anything I missed, feel free to let me know in the comment section. That way you can help other people out. And until the next video, thanks for watching. Enjoy your games.